Oh yeah, I've only gone and fucking done it. Hello and welcome to The Right Opinion, the home for twats with too much free time. And yes, today I'm addressing the one that everyone's been expecting me to, the EU debate. And to be honest, I'm not surprised a lot of people have wanted me to do a video on this. It is undoubtedly an extremely important vote. This video isn't going to be on which way I'm voting, but more to the point of how poor this topic has been covered by politicians and the media in general, on both sides of the campaign. So, before you get bored as shit, let's look at the headlines to understand what I'm saying. So, the main story right now is Barack Obama coming to the UK and telling everyone that leaving the EU is a bad thing and staying in the EU is a good thing. Now, this bemuses me straight away for many reasons, and it hurts coming from someone who is quite a big fan of Barack Obama. If Barack Obama had come along and brought his own personal business analysis and forecasts explaining why leaving the EU would be detrimental for Britain's economy, then I appreciate this speech. But yet, I'm frustrated as he literally has just echoed what everyone in the In campaign has been saying the whole time. And this demonstrates to me how much this EU debate has become about personalities instead of actual context. Whose side is Boris Johnson on? Whose side is Obama on? Whose side is the bloody Queen on? There's been more name dropping than a 21st century rap song. Just because someone who is in an important role takes an opinion doesn't mean that opinion is correct, or any more trustworthy than that of, say, an economist or an accountant or me. And yet, because of their gravitas and their fame, the newspapers are more interested in reporting on these sorts of scaremongering, which once again, both sides are guilty of. Let's talk about that. I could talk about Obama's speech, but I do like to bring some variation to this channel. So first we have Michael Gove, who claimed that voting to stay in the EU would be like voting to remain hostages. I have many criticisms of the EU, one of them, however, is not that they are holding us at gunpoint. Then we have good old George Osborne, my favourite Chancellor, using his university degree in modern history to demonstrate that he knows sweet fuck all in economics, claiming that mortgage rates may rise, that income tax may increase. But he's not in control of those rates, so he can't be sure. However, my favourite indirect attack has to be this delicious pick from everyone's favourite newspaper, the Daily Mail, who talk about how Obama replaced the bust of Winston Churchill in the White House with that of Martin Luther King. Wow, what a disgrace.
Man there trying to stop Trump from getting himself into further trouble.
Changing furniture, you'd have thought that it was his fucking house. And bring it back to the George Osborne point, it's another thing that pisses me off. Everyone speaks in conditionals. Something may happen, this might happen, that might happen. You know what? The day after the EU vote, David Cameron may defect to the BNP and become a vegan stoner. That's the thing. As long as you put may before something, you can say anything that could potentially happen. It's this classic media tactic employed by everyone who is remotely influential, and it's pissing me off. And people don't want to know what may happen, people want to know what will happen. And the fact that the public are not aware of this information is a failing of the media, who are more interested in reporting on the latest Conservative Party civil war rather than the actual motions of leaving or staying. And I've looked up a lot of information and even read a book. Yes, me, I read a fucking book. I don't even read books, man. So you know how important it must be then. But that's because I'm a twat with too much free time. I can do that. If you're a parent working full time, then I'm sure you'd love to have the time to do some in-depth research on the EU, but you just don't have it. All you hear is the same fear-filled rhetoric without engaging in any meaningful debate, and that's what we really need in a vote so decisive. So I can't see this one causing any controversy. What do you think? Please let your imagination run wild and comment what you want. As long as it doesn't breach the YouTube guidelines, that is. Apart from that, have fun. Get creative. Anyway, I'm The Right Opinion.